So what's the story? What is this all about? We have emotions. Are they here to serve us? If they are here to serve us, why we can't control them? You want to stop being angry? You can't. You want to stop being jealous? You can't. You want to stop being sad? You can't. They are inside of us, then who controls them? And why are we controlled by them? And what are they supposed to do? So this is what we will aim to answer, yeah?
What will we do in this course then, practically? First of all, we will attempt to allow you to know your inner world and to work with it as good as possible, as much as possible. So we will study and observe the mechanisms of emotions, and the outcome of that will be that you obtain a more and more correct knowledge of your inner world. Then let's bring in the tools, exercises, methods, things that you could at least potentially use to achieve a certain outcome within your being. That would mean that we move from knowing what's up, having a map, to effective action. If you do the work in accordance with where you are at, considering where you're at, and then applying the work as is fit for you, you will for sure have some results.
When people have positive emotions, then they are much more creative. They have new ideas. They see things from different angles. Any such biography, from Gandhi to Mandela to Mother Teresa or Martin Luther King or Thich Nhat Hanh that just passed away, any one of these people, they had huge emotional resources. They could take great emotional intensity without cracking. So our way to live a meaningful life passes through emotional healing.
So we want to make sure to address these four big ones. Guilt, which is just really, lurking behind most of the emotional tensions that we have and is covering up for the actual, pain, sadness, anger, frustration that sits behind it. And then usually all of this is fueled by fear and anxiety. Yeah, what will happen if I actually meet my emotions? Will I die? Possibly. Or will the society just, completely discard me and nobody will ever talk to me again? One module on fear and anxiety, one module on depression and sadness, one module of the whole bunch of anger, frustration, aggression, violence, all of that stuff, and one module on guilt and shame. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a cocktail party necessarily, but the point is that these four emotions determine quite a bunch of the, let's say, lowering of well-being within our system when they are not integrated properly. We can learn to integrate them, so to hold space for them, to acknowledge them, to be in contact with these kind of feelings, and then also to alchemize them, to use them, to utilize them, to do something meaningful with them.
As you master anger, you master responsibility. And once you master guilt, you master a balanced and sustainable growth. When we master fear, we find an unstoppable inner force. You can do 10 times more, 100 times more than what you do. But because of fear, we become very, very small.
And finally, the essence of what we will do within this course, the essential thing that we will hope to teach you is to understand that self-responsibility beats absolutely everything. If you become aware that you are not as helpless as you think you are, and that you have options more than you think you do, and that many of the difficult things that happen to you are actually, unfortunately, to a certain degree normative. They happen to other people as well. When you learn these things, then all of a sudden it is possible to embrace whatever is going on inside of you. Instead of the eternally large problem and the tiny limited being, it becomes the big being with a problem that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And that is probably the most valuable thing that we can give you. It's the pearl of this course, to teach you to achieve responsibility.
For more information, courses, lots of articles, videos and podcasts on Tantra, yoga and spirituality, visit tantrayogathailand.com.